Good evening and welcome. Thanks for coming out on a Wednesday night. You're in for a big treat tonight. And if you like to dance, there's going to be room over here to dance. This band that's coming up here, I don't know how they practice because the fiddler lives in Minneapolis and the other two live down in Lafayette, Louisiana. So there's for some reason, there's a great connection between those two cities. Like the best Cajun bands outside of Louisiana, they all live in Minneapolis. So anyway, so you're getting the best of both worlds tonight. And I bet if you would put your hands together and give them a big round of applause, Blake Miller and the Old Fashioned Aces will come out and play you some tunes.
We appreciate y'all coming to our first rehearsal of 2023.
We had sound check too, so it's good.
I know that one song.
They're all more or less the same. I think. Did Jim tell y'all that you're supposed to dance? The show gets cut off early if there's not a quota met of dancers. That's the thing about coming from Louisiana.
It's much drier here, huh?
Comment je passe pour te ramasser les cendres-là, à plein guité, ça osait comme j'habillais, et ça y est pas là quand je suis payé. S'il y a une chose que moi je connais, ça pour oublier le vieux temps passé. Ça osait comme j'habillais, et ça y est pas là quand je suis payé. S'il y a une chose que moi je connais, ça pour oublier le vieux temps passé.
Thank y'all so much. That's called the old-fashioned two-step. It's our namesake. It's all about, young people looking at old people and telling them that they don't know anything about anything. That's why we named our band that. Hey! Here are our favorite kind of tips. Cheers, y'all. All right, we're going to play a little waltz now. We got our whiskeys all set away. This one's called Shashity. We're going to feature Miss Amelia Biere. How about a hand for Miss Amelia Biere right here on the guitar? She's a fantastic singer. She's going to sing this beautiful song called Shashity, My Dearest Dear.
much. Can I get a little bit more of this mic in here, Eric? Up in my monitor, please. Check mic. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Always more. Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Slightly more if you can. Thank you so much. All right. What's next, Blake?
We're gonna play you a song right now. It's a life story, or not life story, life advice. It's called "Don't Put All Your Eggs in One Basket." I guess I heard that one before. Here we go.
Tous dedans cette maison, mais pas tous tes œufs dedans le même baquet. Mais en côté tu as quelque chose, j'arriverai. Sa femme l'a quitté, lui l'a un cœur cassé. Mais pas tous tes œufs dedans le même baquet. Un homme qui a tombé en amour avec une femme. Il avait donné tout quelque chose qu'il avait. Le jour arrivé, elle a pris le grand chemin. Elle a quitté toute seule avec rien. Mais pas tous tes œufs dedans le même baquet. Mais en côté, tu as quelque chose, j'arriverai. Sa femme l'a quitté, lui l'a un cœur cassé. Mais pas tous tes œufs dedans le même baquet. Hey, Jay. Pas tous tes œufs dedans le même baquet. Mais en côté tu as quelque chose, j'arriverai. Sa femme l'a quitté, lui l'a un cœur cassé. Mais pas tous tes œufs dedans le même baquet.
Hey, thank you so much. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
We followed that advice, Blake.
No. Got to spread them out, you know. I got rid of all my chickens. I don't have to worry about eggs.
They're expensive these days too, right?
I should have kept them. No lie about that. All right, we're going to play a pretty little waltz right now. Something called Mes Chats Tease Your Bloods. It's written by one of my favorite songwriters from back home. His name is Camille Doucet. He's got a lot of great songs. This is a beautiful waltz of his. Not often played, so we're trying to bring it back to life. And my favorite part of the song, see if I can remember how it goes in English. It's like the night misses the day as much as I miss you, or something like that.
Aw.
Yeah. It sounds way better in French, don't worry.
Essuie les larmes dans tes yeux, ma chère jolie, tes yeux bleus.
C'est pas la peine d'y brailler.
Ça va me faire du mal. Essuie les larmes dans tes yeux. C'est pas bon pour ma santé. Et voilà, après pleurer.
J'connais, tu vas oublier.
Si tu me laisses passer, une autre fois, mes chats, tes yeux bleus. Le jour aussi manque le soir. Seul-tu quand tu peux pas voir.
Essuyer les larmes.
Dedans tes yeux, ça me fait bref pas mes chats, tes yeux bleus. Ça me fait bref pas mes chats, tes yeux bleus.
Oh, thank you so much.
I got a better idea. You go over there and do it with them.
They could go up and down the aisles, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know if their graciousness, that's enough space for their graciousness. That's my new favorite word right there,
Just
graciousness.
take out all the chairs, and everyone can dance.
I like what she said. Here's one we learned from Miss Dale Dugas. It's called My Two Brothers in Love. Always up to no good.
Maudit du beau-frère qui tue ton autre cœur. Embauché pour essayer faire ce que ça devrait faire. C'est pas la peine d'y peur, ni un ni l'autre. Ça donne l'oreille, ça saute dans la parce que un beau nord et le devaurien, tu tomberais traînailler les chemins. Ça peut bien se donner la main parce que un beau nord et les devauriens. Ça dit que chaque chien a son beau jour. Les jours reviennent après Mercure. Ça marie des bons tables dans l'arrière. Et les bons coupiers dans l'arrière. Parce que un beau lot et les devauriens, tu tomberais traînailler les chemins. Ça peut bien se donner la main parce que un volot et les devauriens. Parce que un volot et les devauriens, tu tomberais traînailler les chemins. Ça peut bien se donner la main parce que un volot et les devauriens.
Hey! Thank you so much. Call that one the rain bounce. And it's not rain like what falls from the sky. There's a town in Louisiana called Rain. You ever heard of it? It's not only do they have the Frog Festival, but it's the frog capital of the world.
Obviously.
The world, y'all. It's gros comme ça. It's big like that, the frogs. And all you eat is the legs.
They're big though, the legs.
Again. Yeah, bullfrogs. They got the little ones too, but you don't need those really. If you do, you just do it whole.
He's all talk.
Gotta get Amelia to sing you another little song right here. This one is for all you English-speaking people out there. We got people speaking English out there? We know up here in northern Louisiana, there's a lot of English speakers, so we're gonna do this one for y'all. It's in French and English, so if you're trying to learn, this is good for you. It's a song written it's done by Belton Richard and Jimmy C. Newman, both in French and English, and she put them together. It's called Tiens-moi près, tiens-moi serré. Laisse-moi rester dans tes bras. Hold me close, hold me tight. Let me stay in your arms.
Thank you very much. Well, we love fiddle music, this band. Blake loves to play the fiddle, and I think he has fun doing it with AJ, maybe?
Most of the
A
time.
little bit of fun. We're going to get him to pick up that fiddle and play some old fiddle tunes. This one came from our first record, which we have for sale in the back. It's not necessarily new, but it's our only record out at the moment. We are working on a second one that will be out this year at some point. But if you don't have a copy and you have a CD player, or you have a friend that has a CD player, you can get one in the back.
Dear friends.
Yeah.
If we sell enough of them, we will be able to put out the second one.
We got to get rid of the 1,000 we have in our storage.
It's gonna go plastic real soon. I just know it. Oh, this one's called "Rabbit Stole the Pumpkin." Did you say that already? Thank y'all, thank y'all. The rabbit stole the pumpkin. I have no idea what that song's about. It's a good story, though.
Gonna have to write one, maybe.
Yeah, I guess so. It's about a rabbit who wanted all of his life to have a pumpkin, and then the farmer next door had a big old pumpkin patch. And every time one of the rabbits from the neighborhood would go over there, they would always get shot. So he went out there one night, real late at night, and he grabbed the biggest pumpkin he could by the husk, and he took off running. And the farmer's dog woke up and chased after him. And that's the story. And he got away, but he didn't get to keep the pumpkin. He got away. Yeah, it can't have a happy ending and be Cajun. But at least he didn't get eaten, you know? It's a kid story. Yeah.
Could always be worse.
That's the grim version. Oh, speaking of sad songs, here's the most beautiful song that we know. It's called La Vaste Amitié. It was written by a very famous fiddler named Doc Guidry. And they called him Doc because he wore glasses, obviously. His real name was Oren, so he needed a nickname. And he was a fantastic fiddler. He wrote a handful of really great songs. This is the most beautiful song that I think in all of Cajun music. It's about a guy who's kneeling at the coffin of his lover, of his loved one, and he's got tears running down his eyes, and he says, our love was so strong and pure like gold, and the thing that hurts me the most is that I'll never see you again after today. That's Cajun music. Most of them sound happy, but this one sounds sad. Ici à ton côté, à genoux après prier, et les larmes après rouler, et mon cœur qui est tout cassé. Notre amitié était si forte, si dure et pure comme l'eau, ça qui me donne autant de chagrin, va jamais tout voir encore. Après tout est fait et dit, moi je vais être tout seul ici, avec ma vie dedans passé, va jamais la regretter. Notre amitié était si forte, si dure et pure comme l'eau, ça qui me donne autant de chagrin, Thank y'all so much. La vaste amitié. I think we're going to play out one more and then take a little set break. If that's okay with y'all? That's all I need to know, okay? It's the only song that we have that's on Spotify. It's our big hit.
Got 5 plays.
7 now. I'll listen to it twice today. It's called Les Amours et les Beaux Jours. It's an old ballad that was collected many times in Louisiana, and we put it to music. It's called Love and Good Days Are Good, but they're too short. Just like this set. Here we go. Oh, forgot. I was supposed to tell you that the best part, the chorus part, it says, on fait l'amour et quand on peut, mais pas et quand on veut, which means we make love when we can, but not always when we want.
Les beaux jours, mais ils sont beaux, mais ils sont courts. Oh, nous avons 20 ans à vivre, 20 ans à vivre, 20 ans à vivre. Oh, nous avons 20 ans à vivre, il faut passer gaiement. On fait l'amour et quand on peut, et quand on peut, et quand on peut. On fait l'amour et quand on peut, mais pas et quand on veut. Le matin, quand je me lève, je bois un coup de quart de vin. Le matin, quand je me lève, je bois un coup de quart de vin. C'est pour penser à l'amour, à l'amour et à l'amour. C'est pour penser à l'amour le restant de nos jours. On fait l'amour et quand on peut, et quand on peut, et quand on peut. On fait l'amour et quand on peut, mais pas et quand on veut. Les amours sont les beaux jours, ils sont beaux mais ils sont courts. Les amours sont les beaux jours, mais ils sont beaux mais ils sont courts. Il faut penser à l'amour et à l'amour. Il faut penser à l'amour le restant de nos jours. Il faut penser quand on peut et quand on peut. On fait l'amour et quand on peut, mais pas et quand on veut. Si j'aurais une petite amie qui m'aimerait autant que moi, si
Thank you so much. We're going to take a short break and be right back. We do have for CDs for sale, so come and talk to us. All right, for our second set, we're going to do something completely different. Who said that? So back in the old days, they used to, before there was electricity and speakers and amplifiers and all that good stuff, all they had were fiddles, and really the guitar hadn't even made its way there yet. The accordion hadn't made its way there yet. And they would get together in a house, in a room, and take out all the furniture from the biggest room in the house, and everybody in the neighborhood would come around, so, all 7 people would be there. And they would hire a fiddler, maybe 2. If it was a big, wealthy house, they would hire 1 or 2 fiddlers and put them in a corner, and they would play music all night long. And they would dance in a circle like this, going counterclockwise. Yeah, got it, right? Counterclockwise, so that everyone could pass by the corner with the fiddlers in it and wink at them. Right? That was the point. The problem with that system, it worked really well when you were right near the corner with the fiddlers, but when you're on the other side and everybody was, drinking and laughing, and Cajuns aren't polite people like y'all who sit there quietly with their hands in their laps. They're like rambunctious, and they're loud, and they holler, and they throw things. It's fun. It's a good time. But when you're way on the other side of the room from the fiddlers, you can't hear them, right? The fiddles are not very loud. You know what I mean? Like this is a very loud fiddle, but they wouldn't have had a fiddle this loud. And even this one, I bet you can't hardly hear it back there in the corner. So they got the triangle out so that you could hear the beat way on the other side.
Everyone hears that.
That's not even mic'd up. So we're going to give you a little taste of what that sounded like. This is a song from a guy who was from that era. He was actually one of the first people to record this kind of music. His name was Dennis McGee. He recorded with an accordion player named Amelia Biere, but he also recorded some fiddle stuff with a couple of different fiddlers. One of them being Sadie Corville was one of his biggest compadres over there. So we're going to give you a little bit of that style of music, some old style Cajun fiddle music from Dennis McGee. McGee, that's a good Cajun name, right? This one's called Chat Bébé Créole.
dis bye-bye, chaviment, fais pas ça avec ton nom, tu vas faire mourir toujours, en 6 jours, malheureuse, dis bye-bye, chaviment, gardez donc, malheureuse, gardez donc, soyez après, on allait comme des joints, tous les jours, tous les nuits, c'est pour ça, malheureuse, si jolie.
That's fun. Let's do another one. Just like that, huh? This one's another Dennis McGee song right here. This one's called, well, on the record. So, you know, back in the 20s, they would record these songs, and they would usually have to go to New Orleans or Chicago or some fancy place to record this music. And it was often an engineer who was an American, was a guy who could only speak English, who was engineering all this stuff. You know, they would just come down and record all these people that they can find, and so they would ask them, "What was the name of that?" And then they would say things like, and these people were heavy drinkers too, I should say.
No.
Yeah. They would say, and they would go, "Okay, we're going to call that one Cajun Reel." Write it down. So this one was called Cajun Reel. But they started a set. The recording starts off with a guy who says, "All right, this is genuine breakdown music from the Evangeline country." So I like to call it the Evangeline Breakdown. yeah, oh yeah. The Evangeline Breakdown. That's going to be on our next record. If and only if we can sell enough of our first one.
You're not going to call it Cajun Reel?
Nope.
Cajun reel number 5.
There's too many Cajun reels. It could be Real Cajun. That's a good band name. Write that down. We're starting a new band without AJ. It's going to be called Real Cajun.
Authentic Cajun?
There'll still be half people from Minnesota.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No, we're going to take her from Canada this time. Go up and up, you know?
Keep going.
Keep going up.
Where the filling's richer.
Next will be Greenland.
We have a Swede that we could
Ooh,
hire.
sweet. Yeah, that's good. That's like going all the way around. So that was some Dennis McGee music. And in Cajun fiddling world, there's all, in like the old sense of the word, I guess, the style. There's kind of two coins or two sides of the coin. There's the McGee style, which is what we just had, and then there's the Bullfire style. It's the Bullfire brothers. Anybody familiar with the Bullfire brothers? All right, my people. So the Bullfire brothers were around in the 60s, we'll say. They kind of sparked the renaissance of traditional style Cajun music in Louisiana with their style of fiddling and their harmonies and their just general behavior, I guess. And so this is a song that we learned from them. This was actually the first song that they recorded after one of the brothers went up to the Newport Folk Festival to play to a sub for a guitar player who ended up not wanting to go because everybody in Louisiana were writing in the papers saying how we should stop these basically hillbillies, or forget what they called them. Well, it's probably a word I shouldn't say. But they said we should stop these people from going and represent us because they're going to make a bunch of fools out of us. And so the guitar player ended up backing out, and this guy Dewey Bullfire, he said, well, I'll go. I don't care what they say. So he went up there, and they had this big standing ovation, and he had tears in his eyes, and he came home and he told his brothers, he said, y'all, we got to do something with the music that we play. They're going to love it. So he convinced them to hire his brothers and them. And then after they got back from that trip, they convinced the record producer named Floyd Swallow in Ville Platte, Louisiana, from Swallow Records for him to let them record this song. And after he said, all right, Dewey, you can do that one. I've known you for a long time. You sold a lot of records for me with other people, so I'll let you do one. And he did this one. It was a big hit. He said, you got to come back and do more. And that was the beginning of all this. And that's why we're here today. Yep. So this one's called La Vaste Bombo Chat, which means the drunkard's waltz. Hey, Jim Nelson, you want to come play some triangle on this one? How about a hand for Jim Nelson?
First time he's trying it, you know? I think it's going to be fine.
I got a ticket on the streets of Chicago violating the noise regulation.
Oh, luckily, we're not in Chicago.
Ella, depuis la va préduler manche à manche, préduler avec la bouteille dans la main, placée d'en trouver, non comme toi, t'es la seule mon cœur désire. Jusqu'à la porte du corps en disant toi bon lien, t'es pas ça, viens dans du joint. Oh yeah, moi j'ai toujours dit la mon vieux pape et ma chave et pas maman. Yeah, moi je connais, je vois rien pour moi-même. J'ai jamais fait rien personne. Aujourd'hui, je suis condamné à rouler la brouette sur la planche de 6 pouces, 99 ans. 99 ans, si ça limite un bon lien, si ça le reste dans ma vie, aussi loin tout ça manger. Quand j'étais petite, mon braille pour la bataille. Et quand je suis venu moyen, mon braille pour la bouteille. Quand je suis grand, j'apprends braille pour les petits bœufs, fréquentant mon awanen et l'amener à la maison. How about it for Jim Nelson on the triangle, y'all? La Voz de Bumble Shove from the Balfour Brothers.
We should do this more often. Play with AJ and go on tour. Don't do it enough.
Once a year.
Once a couple times a year. Come on.
So the Baffa brothers, Dewey's daughter, Christine Boffa, has a band called Boffa Toujours. Yeah, we're going to play one of their songs right now. It's a little continuation of the tradition, right? And she wrote this song about her cousin, Todd Boffa, who was always getting into trouble. Showed up at his girlfriend's house and only to have her mom tell him that she's off with her boyfriend. And it wasn't him. So he went to the bar, drank too much, partied too hard, woke up late and called his boss and said, "I'm sorry, but I'm real sick. I won't be able to come into work today." And his boss replied, "I'd be real sick me too if I just lost my job." Click. So to make himself feel better, he made him some breakfast, some bacon and eggs, and he put them in his plate, and he turned around to put the pan in the sink, and when he turned back around, the dog had ate all his breakfast. That was a bad day, huh? So he said, "I'm done with this day. I'm going to go back to sleep." But when he went to sleep, he had a bad dream that he was surrounded by giant mice or rats. And instead of being a cat, he was a little piece of cheese. And that's the song. It's called Les Tracas de Todd Boffa.
J'ai passé dans le village pour voir ma chacataine. Le senti vrai, il m'a dit que j'étais con avec son copain. Quand j'ai vu c'était pas moi, j'ai pris ouais, le grand chemin. Pour sentir mieux, j'étais au bar. J'ai fait le grand soulage. Le matin arrivé, j'ai dormi un tapotage. J'ai appelé mon boss là-bas pour lui dire j'étais malade. Malheureusement pour moi, mon boss a bien compris. Il n'était pas amusé. Il va te dire ça, il m'a dit. S'il y avait juste fait du mon job, je serais malade aussi. Pouh! Yeah, Jay! How about it for AJ Srubas on the fiddle? M'est réveillé l'après-midi, j'ai cuit mon déjeuner. En arrière du mon dos, j'ai bien à tout manger. J'ai dit, oh mais comme ça, les plats sont tout lavés. Après tout ça, je m'irais coucher. J'ai un rêve qui me décourage. Il y avait des gros sourires tout dans l'entourage. J'étais pas une chat, non, j'étais morceau fromage. Hey! Woo!
Thank you so much. Now that's fun. Okay, where are you from? Whew. What are we going to do next? How we follow that? Tell me where the set works, AJ.
It's written badly.
All day we've been saying, AJ, what do you want to play tonight in the set list? He's like, oh, I don't care. Now we get halfway through the second set. All day. I only woke up at 4.
You want to do Keep Intending?
Yeah, we can. That's fine.
He's got thoughts. He's got thoughts now.
You give him a little bit of whiskey and opinions come out. What does Rena do when you do this?
You listen. Well, we're going to try something a little different. I've been singing a lot of country songs, or trying to anyway. And this one we got from, I think a lot of people did it, but I got it from Miss Dolly Parton. I don't know if there's any Dolly Parton fans out there. Yeah. I think everyone could say they were a fan. It's called I Keep Intending to Tell You. It's an excellent one to dance to.
You get your middle school dance vibes on.
Yeah. It's a belly rubber song.
Polish that belt buckle.
All right. I keep intending to tell you I've been a fool much too long, since I'm no more than just a stranger. I'll pack my things and move along. The plans I made I keep arranging. Time after time I've been intending to tell you, but it keeps mind.
Miss Amelia Biere singing for y'all.
Thank you.
I never played that before.
That's why we don't give you a microphone. Don't tell the people that. They would have never known, huh? Especially when me and him were like, do you go or do I go? You go? No, you go. You. How do we follow that?
Which one breakdown?
You want to do church point now?
Yeah. You want to stay and see?
I'll go to D if you want.
AJ, preference?
Don't care.
What's your preference?
Just do here. It's great. Yeah. All right, this one's called Church Point Breakdown.
See how this goes.
How about a hand for those dancers right there, y'all? Where's a new song that we just started doing? It's called La Vie de Mariage, the married life, because in a year and a half, probably, ago, AJ got married, to his wife now, Rena. And then 3 months later, we got married.
It was a good year.
So we're all living that married life now. That's what this song's all about. When you come home and you find your wife left with your kids. Après me quitter dans la vie de mariage. Après me quitter dans la vie de mariage. Ma femme m'a quitté avec les petits enfants. Les petits enfants, ils s'abraillent tout le temps. Les petits enfants, ils s'abraillent tout le temps. La femme m'a quitté avec un cœur cassé. Après me quitter dans la vie mariage. Après me quitter dans la vie mariage. Ma femme m'a quitté avec les petits enfants. Les petits enfants, oui, ça braille tout le temps. Les petits enfants, oui, ça braille tout le temps. Ma femme m'a quitté avec un cœur cassé. That's fun. How about it for AJ Srubas killing it over the fiddle over there? This next song is one of his favorites that we play. It's called Noquili. Song we learned from Mr. Bruce Dagrapon. Any Bruce Dagrapon fans in the house? Bruce played at Tipitina's every Sunday afternoon for a long time over in New Orleans. He's been keeping Cajun music alive over there, more or less single-handedly for a little while now. He's got some help lately, but he's the man. He writes a bunch of good songs. This one is all about growing up in his uncle's store where everybody's speaking French and playing bourrée in the back. Y'all probably don't even know what bourrée is, huh? Well, if you got some money, meet me afterwards and I can show you. Le frère à mon grand-père, il avait un magasin. Aïe, tout le monde parlait Cajun. Aïe, les hommes sont rassemblés pour jouer bourré, boire la bière dans la chambre en arrière. Allons aller chez Noquili. S'amuser chez Noquili. Hola. Chassis bien, jouer de corde chez Noquili. Et comme mon gros, moi j'aimais les observer. Et quand le gagneur, il a gagné, souvent il m'a donné un petit brin d'argent pour m'en acheter des bonbons. Allons aller chez Noquili. S'amuser chez Noquili. Nonquile. I think we got time to do a couple more songs now. Thank y'all so much again for coming out to the Focal Point. Thanks for having us. One more time for Miss Amelia Biere right here on the guitar.
Yeah, thank you.
AJ Srubas right here on the fiddle. My name is Blake Miller, and we're going to play you a little song right now. We got a couple more, okay, so don't get too excited. We're going to play you one. This one's called The Cajun Limbo Rock. So if anybody's got a broomstick, now would be a good time. And like the song says, if you hear your back crack, don't worry, it's not going to break.
Okay.
That's what the song says anyway.
Okay.
All right.
Best song of the night.
Nobody got hurt either. That's good. Not like last time.
How about a big hand for the Focal Point for putting on amazing concerts and dances and providing awesome sound. Thank you, Eric, for helping us out tonight. Hand for Eric, please. And doing great video for bands for you all to enjoy and for us to use someday, potentially. It's a very nice service they're providing for all of us. Thank you so much to the video team. We'll have AJ giggling on the video the entire time.
We'll never see it.
So we're going to do one last song for y'all. This is the title track off our record over there.
Our old.
The old-fashioned Aces record. It's a song I wrote. It's called Quelle belle journée, which means what a beautiful day. Sending out to everybody over here for having a beautiful day with us tonight. Thank y'all so much. We'll see y'all next time.